Good evening, everybody. How are you guys? The last day of Bootcamp it is. So, good evening, Satyamurthy. Good evening, Ravi. Good evening, Ravi Patel. Good evening, Ravi Pathak. A lot of Ravis are there. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Very good evening. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Triantech. Good evening, Surya Prakash. Good evening, Ansh. Good evening, Neelam. Good. Hello, Meg Gaming. So, hi Devang, everyone's doing great, I think. So, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Ravi, Harishit, Satvik, Kanchan Kumari, Umer. Hi, Umer, and hi, Nikit. Good evening, Nikita. Good evening, Kanchan. Good evening, Yashwant. Good evening, Anjali. Good evening. Okay. Hi, Pranjal. Hi, Anj. Okay. So, good evening to you all. Before we go further into our today's agenda, I would just like to tell you guys about the Tech Academy pre-assessment test, which we have for you. I'll talk about it in a moment, just to make sure people uh, came for all the people who wanted or want to join. Okay, and from one more thing, guys, from my side, internet is fine. Okay, so please try to upscale your image quality to 1080p or 720p to see my screen. I know there might be times when you don't have that much of internet or your internet have exhausted, but uh, you can view those part after the session ends when your data gets over. Okay, so hi everyone. So thank you everyone. Thank you. Okay, so okay, okay. So guys, when the first thing I want to talk about is that we have the assessment for you, which is produced by the Tech Academy, and it is a great test for you all to understand what is your potential and where you stand right now in the world of tech. Okay, this assessment is been very closely made, keeping in mind in what original scenarios are during placements. So we have included all kinds of questions for you. It is completely free for you, and it is very important for you to give the test to understand your abilities. Okay, this 2 hour evaluation is benchmark of your abilities, what you know. Okay, so how whoever how much you know, it doesn't matter. Okay, but you should check where you stand. Okay, because it happens most of the time that we never know where we lies. We always think we know this, and during the assessments we fail. Okay, so it is very important to understand why where you stands, आप कहाँ पर stand कर रहे हैं अभी. Okay, so what's the pre-assessment? Okay, it is a comprehensive evaluation of 2 hour technical assessment covering 15 essential tech skills, and we have make sure uh, this is industry aligned, which means this there won't be any topics which are not relevant. Okay, like we are giving you GK questions which are not industry aligned or any other thing. It is solely based on what industry demands from any candidate. Okay, it boosts your employability by validating your foundational tech knowledge. Okay, next is who all can take it. Anyone can take it. Either you are a student who are just focused on learning what you have learned in your class, not just in this class. You have whatever you have learned in your colleges and all. Next is for aspiring developers and coder and who wants to benchmark their technical abilities, and IT professional and tech workers seekingly to identify skill gaps that there might be a skill gap issues, right? It is not like everyone is perfect. So there you may have a great knowledge of DSA development, but your quant is bit dicey. Okay, so you can know where you can work upon. Next is uh, the key benefits. It is the career advancement. The key benefits are, you guys know, it gives your career confidence boost that I know this, and even if you don't know this, it gives you the confidence that I can do this if I know, if I study. Okay. Okay. Now, what is the assessment format? It is the multiple choice question. There are multiple choice question, a few coding questions, one project based where you have to build functional solution to demonstrate your skills, and technical interview to simulate real world interview scenarios. It is like AI will take your interview, okay, which would be very helpful for you to give how real interviews works. Okay. Next is, so the initial questions begin with your foundational skill evaluation. Then our system evaluates your response in real time. Okay. And difficulty adjustment. Question actually adapts to the match your skill level. Fine. So these are all the tech which we have been working on for you to get. Now there is comprehensive result. We have automated grading, detailed reports, and code quality insights to tell you about how have you been doing in this test and what is the quality of codes, because with doing all this coding, the quality of the codes also matters. So these all things are also important. So I would be sharing this in comment section, this link where you can just go to this page and give the test. Fine. This test is has a cutoff date of 22nd of June. So you have over a week, okay, to take this test, and this test has around 7 question in 19 sections, which comprises of domain in AI, okay, DBMS, logical reasoning, computer networks, decision making, data structure and algorithms, okay, speech test, how you speak, fine, then cybersecurity, OS, juggling priorities in decision making, computer fundamentals, all these things. So hope you guys give this test because it is very important for you to understand your current skill level, and according to your answers, according to your evaluation, you should work upon those gaps and make yourself more employable. Fine. I'll be sharing the link in this comment section uh, right now, and also I'll also share uh, the attendance sheet again in middle of the session around 8:45. So most of you who are watching can give the attendance, okay, at that moment of time. Next is uh, we have uh, next our agenda for today is, since before going to the final project which we have made using AI tools and all, all of you have been asking for the AI engineering roadmap. Okay, so this is the best roadmap which I have found on internet, and it very much aligns with what how I learned. Okay, so she will say, we will share you how to attend for the test, Ajay. I'll share that link with you after the session ends in the description of the video. Okay. Okay. What is uh, tech law? You have to attend all the classes, and then you will and have to fill all the attendance sheets. Then you will be mailed for your certificate. So let's move on to the AI engineering roadmap. So for this is a 6 month roadmap, which uh, is very useful for you to understand how you should begin. So the first week of whenever you start with Python basics. And once you master the Python syntaxes, data types, OOP concept, and standard libraries, okay, then you move to mathematics for AI. And the prerequisite for Python basic would be if you have done anything coding before, it would take easily in 1 week. But if you haven't have any background in coding, this may be, yeah, I will share. I have made uh, the content folder which I will upload. Okay. So next would be the mathematics for AI, and these mathematics include linear algebra, that is vector and matrices, your determinants, and the basic calculus, that is derivatives and gradients. These are all the foundational things which you actually need. Next would be the very important topic of probability and statistics. And in probability, you should learn about what are probability distributions, okay, hypothesis testings, and confidence interval. I hope most of you have studied the statistics in up till your 12th, and in the first year of engineering also you study statistics mathematics. So it would be just a refresher for you all guys. Okay. The next thing is go for data wrangling and exploratory data analysis before. So this after this point you actually go on and work with data. So what do you mean by data wrangling? It is it means you just go and struggle. You just go and see what the data is all about, and उस data से आप क्या extract कर सकते हो? What are the key things you can extract from the given huge number of data? Okay, you can just start from going to Kaggle. I hope everyone knows Kaggle, but even if someone may not know, I'll just show you once again what Kaggle is, and you guys can go to Kaggle, and there are a lot of free data sets which you can use to make your own projects. You can take participates in competitions. Few of the benchmark competitions are Titanic, house pricing, and space Titanic data sets which you can use. Okay. More or less, you can also be, if you are interested in generative AI, I think you can also look for LLM classification and fine tuning things. Go and check for Kaggle's. Kaggle is an absolutely fantastic platform if you are interested in the field of data science, machine learning, or in AI engineering. Okay, these all fields even are very much dependent upon what you get from Kaggle. Your learning is very much dependent upon Kaggle. Okay, here you will get a lot of community support, the data sets, and the playground for different models. Okay, so I hope you go to Kaggle and learn few things. Moving on to next, in the second month, what you do is first for the first week, do the supervised machine learning part, which I have told you. Okay, in the previous classes also. So what are supervised machine learning? Those machine learning tasks which needs both your data or the features, okay, or your input and its labels, okay, or the suggested outputs, so that your machine can learn seeing those results. Sorry, those data. Next is in your week 6, you just go and learn about what are the advanced machine learning algorithms, And you can start with support vector machine, decision trees, random forest, and boosting techniques. So, and also to learn all these things, you have to be very proficient in mathematics and statistics. So make sure that for the first months you learn by heart for the basics, at least clear your foundation and basics of statistics, probability, and mathematics. Okay. No, Aryan, most of the things for AI and ML engineer are same. There is a branch in between the roadmap, but if you want to pursue any of the field, I'll suggest follow this roadmap, because at the end of the day you want to be learning both of the worlds. Okay. uh, Industry needs people who knows how to do AI engineering and also traditional machine learning tasks. If you have these two skills, you will be more employable, okay, than your peers. Okay, you will be more desirable. Next is learn Scikit learn and NLP basics. So hope everyone knows what is Scikit learn. If anyone can tell me what is Scikit learn. Okay, so Scikit learn is a machine learning library. Okay, Scikit-learn is a machine learning library which you can use to do classification, clustering, and multiple machine learning algorithms, to run multiple machine learning algorithms. It is absolutely free to use open source library, which is built upon NumPy, SciPy, and Matplotlib. Okay. NumPy is your vector which convert vector to make vectors in Python, made upon made on C++, uh, uh, for made write up in C++ for Python. Then is SciPy, science for Python, and Matplotlib, that is plotting library. So I hope you all learn all these things and learn the basics of natural language processing, how tokenization works, okay, how to the TF IDF uh, okay, the word embeddings, how actually the sentences work, or how we speak is actually understand by the computer to do natural language processing and understand what we talk. Next is make an end-to-end ML project. Okay, library for ML, everyone's right, everyone is right. Okay, so week 8. No, Krishna, most of the thing here are the same. For machine learning engineer and AI engineer, you should learn both the things, I would suggest. Okay. Then go for end-to-end project. Basic projects you can make are cluster churn prediction, time series forecasting, recommender systems, chatbots, all those things. Okay. And when you uh, get over with the month 2, there comes the heavy lifting task. Okay. Till month 2, all scenes will be very easy, very nice. But after that, you have to be very good and costly strong in mathematics. So then you will proceed with introduction to neural network and go with perceptron, backpropagation, activation functions, which we have seen in the first class itself, like ReLU, then sigmoid, tanh. Okay. So all these things are actually very important to learn. And next is the feed forward networks like multiple layer perceptrons, optimizers, regularization techniques. Because in the end of the day, these all things will matter to do machine learning tasks or any AI engineering task. Okay. So to make sure you learn these things properly, go to the basics. Okay, you can watch a lot of tutorials are there on Python, also on our platforms. You can watch from anywhere. Okay, YouTube is the best place in the world to learn anything from. So look for the courses in internet and find the one which is best for you. There's no best resources. The resources is which is best for you is what you learn the best from. Okay, so आपको जहां से भी समझ में आए वहां से पढ़ें. Next is the fundamental of CNN, which we have understood, try to understand briefly. Okay, on the surface level, what are CNN? That is convolutional neural networks used for image identification and recognition techniques for image classification. Then are RNNs, which is actually very useful for doing time series tasks and learning more about what is NLP and sequence modeling. Then you go to the frameworks like PyTorch or TensorFlow and learn how to deal with those things. Okay, by the end of week 14, you should be able to make image classifiers. Okay, and by the end of week 14, you should try to learn what is transfer learning and fine tuning. So transfer learning and fine tuning are actually very interesting things. What happens is you don't have to train your model every time. That would be very costly. So once your model is trained on some data, you can just add new data to the data set and just train the model, or I would say update that model on that new data set too by freezing some of the weights and freeing some. Okay, in those ways your model will have updated weights and you can use the previous model which is trained on the newer data set at lower price, at lower time taken and lower resources used. Don't worry, and also don't worry guys, this is very easy. This is rather than saying easy, I would say it is very intuitive to learn transfer learning and fine tuning. So if you look up on internet, you will get a lot of resources around it. So I hope you go and learn those things. And for the next things, you should learn image segmentation and object detection key point. Okay, that is YOLO, which we have seen. Okay, pose estimation framework like open source. So one of the thing which I'll show you today is which is also in the agenda, to make an app. We would be making an app from scratch with the help of another very crazy tool. Okay, so the next thing is we are working for in the week 17, or rather I would say in month 5, is advanced generative build and portfolio build. So by this time I would prefer everyone to be, or I would hope everyone gets accustomed to all these models, mathematics behind. So you guys can go to new hotter topics like generative AI, okay, which you can use, and also learn the model deployment using Flask and fast API techniques. Also, you can learn AWS SageMaker to Vertex AI in Google GCP. Okay, so learn about cloud at that time from month 5, and learn from learn transformers, model diffusion models, and fine tuning. After that, you will be all ready to go to the job industries, but only if you are fully prepared. Okay, so to be fully prepared, you have to learn these things by heart. And by heart means you don't have to spend hours and hours daily. Just a half 1.5 hour to 2 hour daily would be more than enough to you to understand all these concepts. And doing this for 6 months, it is more than efficient. Okay, I'll share this roadmap with you all guys. So again, okay, one more thing before going to the next topic. One of your friends yesterday asked a very interesting question, or he has a very interesting query of how he can make, or has come up with a project idea of how he can make 3D floor plans from the 2D images. I hope he is watching. Sahil, if you are watching, see I have some resources from you, and even if you are not watching, fine, I guess you can watch it later. But for everyone else out there, let me just explain what Sahil has asked for. Uh, Okay. So what he has asked for is to make a floor plan. I hope everyone knows what is a floor plan, and let me just show you what is a floor plan. Okay. So floor plan is something which architectural people uses to make your design of houses. Fine. Everyone would have seen this. I'll share the roadmap, guys, so don't worry. And good evening, the pickup. I'll share the content. You don't have to mention that here. And okay, so his problem or his idea was Sahil's idea, I must say, was to make a 3D architecture or 3D outlay of from the 2D image of the floor plan. As you can see, the floor plan has different rooms, different places, and he want to make something like this. Okay, from those floor plans so that a client can actually view what it is. Okay, so yeah, Rajkumar Creations, you can use AutoCAD for that. That is a great tool. But let's just say if he wants to have a basic idea of things, how he can do with that. Okay, so you have few of the examples in which you guys can also make uh, your tools or your projects based on it to yeah 2D to 3D. So there are two things which I'll talk about. First is uh, uh, converting 2D images to top-down 3D architecture. Okay, architectural view. Okay, top-down view. This would be an image only, but it will be a top-down view. Top-down view from the side. Okay, so you can see more clearly what all the things lies there. Okay, so the first thing I would tell you about is how you can proceed. So as I've mentioned, generative AI has already been in boom and have developed a lot. So I have used few of the generative AI tools which you can actually use. Some of them are free, some of them are not. See, Surya Prakash AutoCAD does not align with AI. It is more of a tool which you have make it for, I would say, 3D modeling of things. ठीक है? That is a more professional thing, and if you want to go and make precise buildings, building architectures for uh, putting it in or making interactive things on website, or you want to build a 3D model out of it, using AutoCAD would be a better idea. This project idea would be to give a better perspective from a floor plan point of view. Like if you are a person who wants to make a house, your dream house, and the builder has given you what a floor, or the architecture people has given you a floor plan that this is your bedroom, this is your kitchen, and you want to see how it will look with all the furnitures included. So you can use this AI tool to make all these things happen. So okay guys, a lot of you are asking for the attendance. It's 12 for 8:45, so I'll be sharing the attendance. Okay, so give me a moment, I'll share the attendance, and you guys can go and give the attendance, get the attendance. Fine. See, AI can generate AutoCAD designs with the help of uh, in that language, but that wouldn't be very, I would say, precise. That would be very surface level things. Yeah, your computer engineering skills are important for every field. Okay, so let me just put it in for you and then I'll answer your queries. Day 5. Okay, so I have put in the attendance. So everyone can go and look at the attendance sheet and fill up their attendance. Okay, so yeah, okay, so you saying it's like Python for CS student that is useful for civil student? See, coding in the at the end of the day will be very easy, will be very useful if you are from even the biotech branch. You know, biotech has so many simulation in DNA RNNs that even Google is doing research in deep mind and in their deep learning lab. The most of the research is based upon how you can make are based on biotech things. For civil also, you are trying to simulate the models for different calamities. Like if this structural will break in if these conditions holds or not. Okay, so being used for preventive tasks or for prediction of things, that if the load capacity in this road increases in this year, how the structure will change. Okay, so all these things are actually important. So please tell me about sem 5 project BCA students. As for the project, they they are it it's better to for you to understand what do you want to make or what you want. Okay, as something to use. The projects won't shouldn't be something which you don't want to use. Make something you like to uh, would like to use in your daily life, or your friends would like to use in daily life. Try to make those things. Fine. Roadmap for using UIX. Sorry, Kavasika Sintil, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but since I'm not a UI UX designer, I wouldn't be the best person to tell all these things. I'll if you can see on YouTube from some other people, it would be great. They have much better knowledge than me in the field of UI UX. So, okay, moving on to coming back to our thing. Okay, what you can make is this types of render. So I have used two things. First is just make. I have just used what Google Gemini. So just to show you how Playground works. Okay. Uh, this is how this just to show how strong this AI has become. I have put in that what the floor plan. As you can see, there is activity room. There's 2 bedrooms. There are 4 bedrooms of one master bedroom. Okay, different area, washrooms and all. So to understand, just to give a basic understanding to the AI, make a top-down realistic image of this floor plan. So as you can see, it has made a lot of things. It might not be the best, okay, uh, and not be the most clear of the things, but it will give you a basic idea, right? So as you can see, the in activity room there are sofas. Fine. Here's your bedroom. Another bedroom it has converted into an office kind of a thing, which is pretty much a case around the houses that they make an extra office or a study room there. Have it was also made 2 different rooms, a master bedroom, okay, which has a walk-in closet, okay, and other bedroom. So this thing you can actually do. Okay, so the next thing what you can actually perform is, so now this is just you can work on Gemini if what Google gives you like chat. But if you want to make any application, what you have to do is you just have to go to Google Cloud, sign up for the Gemini, take their API keys, and then use it for generating image to image for these kinds of result. Fine. So as you can see, I've also one of the more important thing is you can also use AIs to get the prompts. Okay. Let's just say if I don't want this kind of image, not the top down, but something like this. So what I don't know how to convey it to the LLM. So what I do go and do is I'll ask it to make a prompt seeing this floor plan. और मैं क्या करना चाहता हूँ, what I want to make, and make sure that my prompt is clear. Make a prompt to make this using 2D floor plan. You can make a better prompt than me, but it will generate you a prompt. Generate a top-down isometric style 3D floor plan rendering of two-story houses based on the provided 2D blueprint. Okay. So just to show you guys, I will put in this prompt in this section, and we can see what the result will give. Okay, this will generate in front of you, so let's just wait for that. So as you can see, it has shown some of the floor plan according to what it is there. It not be always the case that it gives the best idea, the best result, but it gives you a basic idea. And what you can do is you can use uh, fine tuning on your custom data with labels. Okay, you can create your custom data and fine tune the models. Okay, that we will be covering if I get any other session, but you can watch it online. So how to train your models with your custom data, which is known as fine tuning, and we do this using Dream Booth or LoRa's. There are different methods, low rank algorithms and Dream Booth. Okay, so you can all those things. Another is, if apart from doing Gemini, one great MS to MS platform which is there, and it is also open source. It is Flux. So all these things, what Flux can make is, Flux is, let me just tell you a bit about Flux. So, okay, okay. It has been made from the Black Forest Labs, which is a machine learning deep science uh, company which has made this absolutely brilliant model which you can use to make different kind of things. As you can see in their web page, they have given the example that if you input an image and tell that to remove something from its face, it will do that. It will transform your images in the ways you want. Okay. Okay, so these kind of hyper realistic things Flux can make. So using that Flux API, it is free for 200 API limits or token limits. I have used the previous bedroom floor plan to make 3D renders. Okay, so these are the 3D renders and different sides for the same house. So as you can see, there are different types of renders which we have got. So in this way you can use. So these are the examples where you use 2D map to make isometric style 3D floor plans. These are still the images. But if you want to make something more professional out of it and make a 3D model itself, there is a tool called Mapden. Okay. And Mapden is a professional software having a free pricing. Okay. Which you can use to do few things on your own. But okay, so this plan is actually this rather say framework or program actually help us to make 3D objects. Okay, 3D flow plans from our 2D images. You can make apps and layout of this kind using those 3D ideas. Okay. Okay. Okay, so if then you just go to the developer option. If you just want to know, go to the developer option and see how you can get things started with. Okay, so I hope you, and the one good thing is they have actually maintained coding with AI. as their partner. So you can use different AI agents like GitHub Copilot, Cursors, or even JetBrains AI Assistant and Windsurf, which we have learned about Cursor. It is a great tool, coding agent. So you can just use Cursor AI to make all your apps. Okay. Okay, no issues, Sahil. Can, I have just, really like the idea which you have shared. So I have shared the resources in this video. You can just watch it after the session, going back and okay and understand. So you can look for this Mapden AI also, which also has the plugin for Cursor, and you can make a project something like this and make 3D layouts for your work plan. Okay, something like this. Okay, these all things you can make using Mapden. Okay, so moving on to after the Sahil Sheikh, it's idea for the project, or another one of you have asked about what are the different face recognition, face detection algorithms they can make. So face recognition, face detection algorithm are just the basics of the things, but you can make things like face marks, mask detections. You can make your face blurry for privacy protection. Okay, these kind of projects. You can also make projects like facial expressions to lip sync. Okay, these kind of things you can actually make. You can also make few of the pretty fun topics like uh, AR emojis if you are into those things. Okay, AR filters like you do in Snapchats. So all these things would be great. Okay, now just to show you one more app which is or site which is actually very useful in doing coding apart from Cursor. It is Bolt. Okay, I anyone who knows Bolt, about Bolt, if anyone knows Bolt, Saurabh Raghuvanshi, how to connect AI with our app. Okay, so it depends on different frameworks which you are using. If you are using building on JavaScript, there are the libraries like TensorFlow.js, okay, Keras.js, uh, also uh, you have PyTorch in JavaScript format. You can use their import libraries inside your model to connect with your app. Fine. So we have concurrently watching 200 people. If you can give like, that would be great. So yeah, version have used Bolt AI. That is great. So just going to the Bolt AI website. Okay. So just to let you know, guys, Bolt AI is also a coding editor or coding agent, rather I say, which has a bit more capabilities in terms of thinking and building apps and websites. It is more, as we know, we have used a cursor, but what are the cursor's limitations, or I would say not limitation? Cursor tries to be make everything possible. Okay, but what Bolt AI helps you do is you can make very beautiful AI apps and websites with just by chatting with AI. Okay, and what do you know about chatting with AI? We have all done it, and that is called vibe coding, which I've also told you about. So, starting just a brief about what is Bolt. Okay, so Bolt is uh, the code editor, which has having a one of the great best dashboard making things and mobile app designs you can make from. You can import your designs from Figma if you are in UI UX and you want to make it an app, working app. You can use Bolt and connect it to with Figma. Okay, for in working in Bolt, you just have to sign up in, and there is a free pricing tier as we can see. In the free pricing tiers, we get free a million tokens per month, and we can use 150 1,50,000 tokens daily. Okay, so just to calculate how many tokens you will be needing, you can just put in the price. But for most of you, for the basic tasks, the free tier will be more than sufficient. But if you want to build much more bigger apps and enterprise level, you can check for the paid program. Okay. Okay, so I'm sorry. Okay, so I've just made an app for you guys to, let's just say, see. Okay, so what do you do is you just write your code. Uh, Wait a second. You just write whatever you want to make and put enter. And after that, you will. Since I have used all my tokens to for the day, I cannot show you in the live, but I have used it to uh, make an app for you guys. So what I have tried to build is I've tried to build a mobile app that recognizes the face and using AI and then tracks your body postures for exercise. Okay, that's the basic project, not a very tough task to think about. So since we have to make it, I haven't specified where I have to make this project. It has used TypeScript so that we can deploy it on both Python, Android and iOS. Okay. So what we do here is we just have given the prompt for all the things. It has make the app layout, the how the app will work. As you can see, the layout, how the layout is, user effects, what are the tabs in the apps, the index, the profile, the progress report, the workout. Okay, then it has created some assets like images which will be used in your folder. Then the components like face detection and posture analysis. Here you can just put your codes for your machine learning models from the help of type TensorFlow JS. Then there are webhooks, things which you will use which will give, I'm sorry, uh, which will take all your information course and make an app for you. Uh, Not the app, but uh, I just could, okay, tell you about how the things actually framework is ready or not. Okay, it does that. Sorry for the fumble. Okay, it will make all the necessary files for you. Uh, what I mean at last is, so just to show you guys how it works, and also you can integrate it with Stripe Superbase so that you can add payment gateways and make it monetize. So just to deploy it, I can't deploy it to the App Store because I don't have Apple account with me. But what I can show you is how this code preview actually works. So just have made a demo, and you can actually view it in your phone itself if you want to watch. Else I'll just show you on my phone that how it is working. I'll just go to this app. Okay. Mm, one second, guys. Just have to. This is the pre-deployment thing, so there might be some bug and errors, but it will make a very beautiful iOS app or a Android apps itself. So I'll just show you. And for the moment to show the my screen how camera works, I'll be switching off my camera. So let's just say I uh, instead of showing it on your phone, in my phone, it's better to show you here. Okay. So you can choose the type of device. Let's just say it is kind of S24. Okay, so what happens is, uh, if I just go to any app there, or AI Power Workout, and let's just say I want to do my squat form check, I'll have to grant permissions, allow while using the site. Okay, so you can see I can just start my session. So let's just to show you guys how these things actually work. I'll try to make one squat posture. So it will try to detect my face. Okay. And I'll just squat it. Okay. And it will tell me if I'm doing it wrong. Okay. So this is how it works. And it tracks your movement and all. Okay. So this is how things actually work, and you can actually make working codes out of it. Are few of the bugs which you need to solve for it, but as you can see, the app was quite fluid. Okay. Wait a second. It was on export, not preview. Okay. You can see different progresses reports, the squad, and you can make all these things very clear with what do you want to make. Okay, so this will give you a basic of UI, and if you are good at programming, we can work for it. You can work around that. Okay. Yes, BSc student can make their career in AI, guys, because just to let you know, I have pursued my master's in MSc data science. So yeah, anyone can make, just you just have to have the right skills. If you have skills, you can make. Pavan, for this code, for this profile, I will not be sharing the code itself because this is vibe coding. And what vibe coding means is it makes your idea toward the reality. So just think of any app, may not be the face detection app, or but maybe any other app. Let's just say the order tracking for your food delivery service. Okay. Or any next project or startup idea you have. You just make an app for it or a website using this and make a responsive UI. It gives you a responsive UI. You can put your models behind it and it will work. Okay. So just putting again this thing, is closing off. One more thing I would like to tell you guys is, uh, uh, okay, Sahil, when we convert the 3D, the system generate 10 images. I allow the user to select multiple and download, but only after payment. How can I integrate? So you just have whatever the platform you have made it upon, there you can integrate the payment gateways. Okay. The payment gateways you can use from Razorpay or any other PayPal. But you can also make your own payment gateway, which would be a hassle. But you can certainly use Razorpay, Razorpay as a paywall. Okay, and whatever in JavaScript, if you have made it on online, you can just add this element, JavaScript for developers. I think Razorpay developers. Okay. Okay, so for from the stocks, you can see that after using this, you can have your payment gateway setup, you can just look upon it. I haven't you install payment gateway in any of implemented, so can't tell you about that very crisp and clearly that how you can integrate, but I know you can use Razor Pay or any payment gateway. Also, you can use a firewall to, if they want to, or a restriction to the button that only after, no, that won't be the best solution for it. I will suggest using Razorpay or any payment gateway method which charges the lesser fees would do the trick. Okay. So it is in the description. Okay, Sahil. So I hope I have answered your question, and if you have any other questions, you can ask in the comments. Also, it's better to ask someone who has implemented gateways, so you can also see online tutorials. That would be a better help for you than what I could do. Okay, so just to tell you about one more thing, that is not is anything sponsored or anything, but you guys can actually try to go to bold.neo and you can join their hackathon. Okay, this is the world's largest hackathon with having prize pool of over 8 crores. Okay, and it is not for devs. Okay, it is not for developers, it's for the non-devs who don't actually know how to code but want to make the great apps, great things. Shital, you will get the email for this certificates. You don't have to worry about it. Fun snips, the certificate will be mailed. Okay. And further, if there are any further steps to be added for getting certificate, those will be conveyed to you over the mail. Okay. Again, just to wait a second. So since you have given this email, have given will be giving your email ID, we will contact you through it and will provide the certificates. So you don't have to worry. Uh, there can be an issue with different payment gateways, but still you can use the basic of the APIs just with the limited uh, features. Okay, there are different payment gateways which you can use. You can just look up on internet. Okay, so you can get all those things. And talking about Bolt Hackathon, it is live. Okay, and there are 13 days to go as it ends. I hope everyone who wants to be an AI engineer uh, will participate because it gives you the best opportunity to showcase your talent even without coding, and it also gives you a million tokens free. Okay, extra million token free, so that will also be very helpful in your future. Okay, so just giving you some payment gateways, right? uh, best free payment gateways you can just search for. Okay, so you can no code setup like phone pays, payment sios. Okay, you can try all these things. There would be some better payment gateway if I am not knowing. You can ask it. Mahfuz, the data science roadmap is also kind of same. Okay, in just in that you just have to include the DBMS part and Power BI if you want to be a data analyst. But if you want to be a data scientist, part of the things, the roadmap which I have shared for AI engineer is the way to go. Okay, only if you want to be the business analyst or data analyst, uh, bleed cricket, if sorry if the state your state has not been mentioned. Uh, no issues. You can just put in any state, or we will try to get back to this issue, resolve it. But as of now, if your state is not there, you can just log into uh, let's just put in the nearest state which is there. Uh, did we miss any state? Uh, I which state are you from? Bleed cricket. Tamil Nadu, Tripura, Odisha. Try on. I can't decide which domain I should go for. Please help. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. But let's take a few of the questions. See, Imam Faisal. Before just I'll talk about for the before question. What was that? Which domain? Try and tech. If you are fresher or in first year or even in the second year itself, if you are in first year, that would be the best place to be right now. You can pursue any domain. If you want to be in uh, what do you say, AI web development or app development, flood development, any of the field you want, you can make. Meghna, you just go to Bolt AI website. There it is in the banner. Join the hackathon. You can see. Okay. Okay. If you moving on to try and you decide whatever the domain which you are most comfortable with. Try few of the domains for a week or two. If you are enjoying it, you pursue it. Don't be in force of anyone that AI will take your job, AI or this or that. Go with what you want to make. Okay. Next, I would take is who's Imam Faisal. Okay, Imam Faisal, these agents will help you if you know coding a lot. If you know coding, they will help you a lot. And even if you don't, it will help you. And won't say any less because what happens is many a times if you run a small business and you just want a landing page, these agents will just make the best landing page you can make in just few minutes. But if you are a expert developer, or if just an intermediate developer and you just can debug things, this makes things to a new next level because you don't have to spend your time on the basic tasks. You can just add new features. Okay. And you know, okay, sorry, bleed cricket. Sorry if it isn't mentioned here. Okay. We'll try to add it in if I see if I can add a state here. Wait a second. Wait. I'll also take couple of more questions. A second. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I forgot that before the team. I'm very sorry for that. We had forgot to add it. This is a blunder from our side. I'm really sorry. We'll just add it. Give me a moment. Okay. Seems like I have not the access to add the state right now. I'm sorry, Bleed Cricket. You can just add uh, the nearest state. I guess I'm really sorry for it. Uh, and please forgive us for that. Just add the closest state which you have, and I'll make sure that the team knows about the mistake they have done. Okay. Akash and everyone, we have put in the attendance for the day 4 yesterday. So Chandigarh also, I have seen this issue here. Few of the things that the UT and Jammu Kashmir has not been included. So the UTs have not been included. What you guys can do is you just put Delhi in it. If the Delhi is option there, also I can't. Delhi. The UT people can put in Delhi or the nearest state they want. They will be we will understand. Thank you, Bleed Cricket. Thanks a lot to understand. Okay, so Power BI bootcamp. These bootcamps will go for. Yes, Triantech. App development is worth till also now. Since you would have been uh, quite confused because I have made an app without any coding. But what happens is these codes are just the mere skeletons. And if you want to make any new features, you have to be good at app development. And a lot of companies are actually needing a app developer. These are the novelty things which small firms want, but any bigger firm who wants to take care of all these new features and testing, they need app development still. Okay, so it is not about key the app development is dead. Okay, test link I will provide. Okay, I'll also provide the test. I add the test link in the description. Okay, okay, okay. If you want to do less coding and is needed, like you can, if you don't want any coding, you can go prefer for consulting jobs. But if you just want to get uh, a bit of coding, you can look for data analyst roles or business analyst roles where it is more about using Power BI tasks and different things, tools. So I hope I answer your questions. Mm, okay. The certificates will be given to you soon enough. Okay. So you don't be worry about it. Okay, everyone. I hope I answered all your question. Anyone have another doubt can ask me right now. Try and tech. I'll just show you my LinkedIn. Okay. Dude, I've not logged in the LinkedIn here, but you can find me at as Yaget Moria. Okay, and you'll just get me. I'm not third year now, but I'm in the in the masters. Okay, I have to change my about section too. So it is not a quite updated right on, though you can connect me here. You can find me. So have worked upon different. So just I'll tell you a brief about me. I'm the final year student, or you can say final year master student for in the field of quantitative economics and data science, and studying BIT Mesra Ranchi. Also, I'm a machine learning enthusiast. Have worked on ML. Okay, I have my interests lining upon with uh, economics and finance too. Okay, what all things I have been doing is was to work for I have worked for different companies as a project in consulting. for the project, making prototype and pitching different ideas. One of the things which you can see here, I have been working for a client and showing people from a billion dollars companies to showcase your products. Okay, so this is a brief about me. Currently, I am working here in the lab in PI itself with uh, an insurance technology company working on a agentic AI. Fine. So this is all I a brief about me. Okay. So as you can see, this I'll accept everyone's connection. So if you have doubt anything about data science, I can try to help you out. I'll try my best to tell you about all those things. Okay. Yes, Sheetal from Jharkhand. I'm studying at the IT Misra Ranchi. Okay. Okay, guys. I hope you can see the Smarted Skill Rank online test which have been shared in the comment section. We'll also try to put it in the comment section after the stream ends. So thanks a lot, guys. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day and good night. Hope we'll meet soon. Okay. Good night.